Welcome to Wallace Wade Stadium on the campus of Duke University, and customarily a trip here. Welcome to Wallace Wade Stadium on the campus of Duke University, and customarily a trip here involves Welcome to Wallace Wade Stadium on the campus of Duke University, and customarily a trip here involves a journey to K-ville. Instead, you will be engulfed by the Wade Wackos, the Duke fans ready for their Blue Devils to go to work. Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field, as we'll see a squad from the ACC, the North Carolina Tar Heels, taking on a... Tar Heels will kick it away to start us off. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The Blue Devils return team didn't help matters out much with that one. There he is, the man who makes everything go, and they believe they're going to score every time they touch it when he's on the field, Jesse.
He plays with unbelievable confidence, Reese. Always knows where to go with the football. The entire playbook is at this guy's disposal.
Yeah, which is so much fun for him, Coach. So much fun to play with him. A guy that can do everything. Everybody on the field is active in a weapon.
They'll leave it with him. The Blue Devils will have a first down. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. The Blue Devils will snap it on 1st and 10. Wide receiver shows motion. Off the play fake on 1st down. Snagged in the middle, it's Moore. And he breaks into the open. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Blue Devils! They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum is always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
On to attempt the try. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they light up the scoreboard, covering 65 yards on that touchdown pass. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Tar Heels offense will have its first possession of the game. On 1st down, here comes this offense. Handoff from the gun. Smashes through. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets him out to the 25-yard line. On the run, it's Barlow. At the 35, he's got room. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Coming out on first down with the play fake. That's reeled in. It's good. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. They're going to run it. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. Johnson wants to throw it. He looks that one in nicely. Stopped after making the catch. They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. They don't seem comfortable with the 50-yard field goal attempt, so they'll lead the offense out to try to get the first down. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. First down for this offense. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Runs through the tackle. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Finds his man. It's Moore. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time, so let's bring that energy, bring that momentum. Who wants to start the season off right?
Well, the ACC is a conference that feels like oftentimes it just goes down to the wire. And those games late in the season are the ones that really determine what happens. But you've got to set yourself up for success, and it starts right here in the first conference game in the ACC for your team.
Personal foul. Roughing the pass. Defense.
I know defenders hate quarterbacks and love nothing more than hitting them. But you're hitting yourself in the gut when you get a 15-yard penalty. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. After the good pickup on first down, let's see if they keep it on the ground.
Brings up 2nd down.
Give to the running back. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. The marker is at the 35, and they need to get it there to convert 3rd down. To the air, it's Murphy. Finds his man down the middle. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. And the Blue Devils will line it up on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Going deep. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. After the incompletion, let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd and 10 from the 33. And a little too much adrenaline on that throw never gave his receiver a chance. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd down, going up top. Firing to the right, complete. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. The Blue Devils have this offense rolling. Going up top on first down. Firing to the end zone. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. They'll run this play from the pistol. The play-action fake. This time it's complete. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. And the Blue Devils have moved it inside the 20. Gets open down the middle. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a fourth down. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And now the lead is extended a little further. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Here's the handoff. Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. They're going to ride this running back. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Johnson looking to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And he's got it inside the 25. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. They go to the draw. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes it. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. And the Tar Heels will punt it away on 4th down. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. They go to the ground. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28th. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Guys, time has expired here in the quarter, and Duke is on top. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the 1st period as we look at the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the 2nd. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. On 2nd down, wants to throw. And he makes the catch, but he can't stay in bounds. That'll be incomplete. They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. He makes the catch. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with the 1st down. The give on the inside. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Looking to pass. It's Murphy. Throws to the wideout. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Going for the big play. And is knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away. The Blue Devils will try to pin them back with the punt. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. He'll pull it on the read. Never underestimate the power of moving forward and creating breathing room. He's up to the 17. Give to the back. Fighting off the defender. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line. You've got a 3rd and manageable, back up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. He'll have the 1st down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stopped. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. The incompletion brings us to 2nd and 10. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Grab behind the line. It's Barlow. Oh, did you like that stiff arm? Get a face full of that as he gets it up to the 34. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They keep attacking through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Tar Heels will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Bringing it back, it's Moore. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. He's going to pass. Caught behind the line. It's Harvey. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Short completion last play. Let's see if they throw it again. On 2nd down, he'll fire. They're trying to get to it. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
And that is a great job by the defense, containing and constricting the pocket. There was nowhere for the QB to go, and he did not have a lot of time. He went down quick.
They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. Looking for a man, it's Murphy. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there. And the Blue Devils will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. The give from the gun. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Rides to the back. He breaks a tackle. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Offense will try to get some momentum going on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. And they got him for the sack.
And that is priority #1 for defenses. Get to the quarterback, affect him, get hits on him. They do it right here, get their 1st sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Power football with the run. At the 45 on its way. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
Well, on that one, they decide to attack the left outside on the ground, and you see the speed by the ball carrier there, Reese, picking up a huge chunk of yards.
I can't imagine any reason they wouldn't just run that play again.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Why not just go back to the well one more time?
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back.
False start. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He'll do it himself. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Now facing a 3rd and long. Johnson wants to throw it. They have relished this tight victory since the last time these two got together, Pollard.
Yeah, it's just winning is beautiful. When you beat your rival and you get those bragging rights, Palmer, it is a glorious thing for a whole year and sometimes longer.
Well, that's the best thing about rivalry games like this. For the winning team, whoever pulls this one out here today, their fans are going to be bragging about this one for a long time.
Quick release on the RPO. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Looking to pass on 2nd down. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Makes the grab. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. On the run, it's Moore. Still running at the 40. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. Catch in the middle, it's Moore. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Offense gets set for second down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third and long, try to convert through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. The Blue Devils will send out the punt unit. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut it to a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. That's caught. It's Hampton. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Working that left side now. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Johnson looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Tar Heels. Reeled it in and just made the house call. These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do, Dave.
And how many times do we hear that? That the quarterback talk about him after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
Lining up to add another. Now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. He's looking to throw. Trying to beat the D deep. He's got it down the left side. What a play there, and he's got it all the way down to the 7-yard line. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. And the Blue Devils have it in scoring position on first and goal. He's got it on the move. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So the offense accepts the roughing the passer penalty, and they get a new set of downs. They move the tight end all over. Trying to slam in. And they get nothing. The ball remains at the 2-yard line. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Tries again to get it in. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Looking to throw, it's Murphy. Lets it go to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left. Their hope for a touchdown gone by the boards, but they'll try to put up 3 before going to the locker room. It is perfect. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, what an environment there today. All the animosity and flat-out hatred that comes with a good old-fashioned rivalry game on display in that first half. And there is no better place to start this halftime than by reviewing how this wideout has been a one-man wrecking crew. The kid's been everywhere. And I love how he's willing to go across the middle, but that he also has the jets to burn these DBs on the deep ball. If this defense wants to actually come back in this one, they better hide his cleats. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They'll line up for a second down play. Johnson wants to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught. Up near the 40-yard line. They'll mark it at the 39, a pickup of 15. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Ready to fire from the pistol. Handoff to the lone back. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Illegal block on the back. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. On second down, wants to throw it. Makes a grab, and he's dragged down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Has no choice but to throw it away, and it'll bring up fourth down. And the Tar Heels decide to punt it away. Running it back, it's Moore. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Unloads quickly. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. Quarterback on the keeper. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. The Blue Devils line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines. Not his best work. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Man, oh man, these offenses just haven't been able to find any room to get things going, David.
And to quote the great philosopher Reese Davis, this is very ungood. Just nothing working for this offense, Palmer. They got to find something.
Well, the plays look good against the scout team during the week in practice, but they have just not been able to find a rhythm against this defense today.
And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. Look, you want to make the quarterback feel you. You want to get pressure in his face. That was so close, but just a tad late. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Caught in the backfield. It's Hampton. You're not getting him on the ground. Still on his feet. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Johnson looking to throw. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls down.
On second down, they'll take to the air. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. The Tar Heels will bring the punt team onto the field. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wide out in motion. They'll run it from the gun. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3. So they're facing third and short from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man, it's Moore. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. And the Blue Devils have it with a 1st and 10. Makes the grab on the left. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a crease. It's Moore. And a 9 gain on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. They go to the ground. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll run it from the gun. They're just trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. After the run, now to throw. Complete to the left. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. The Blue Devils are in the red zone. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Leaves it with the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. And they'll run the field goal unit back out there. This kicker has already banged a couple through. It is good. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They'll try the run. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. And Talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. First down to start the drive after the break. Holds and fires complete to the right.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
And the Tar Heels will move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Using the quick game. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains. They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Johnson wants to throw it. Finds his big tight end. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. He's got it on the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They've put this ball on lockdown. 8th play of the drive coming up. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. 9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. A 3rd and long coming up here. Looking downfield, it's Murphy. He's going for it all. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Pulls it in. It's Hampton.
And it was the defense that got this started, right? They were the ones who got the stop, forced a punt, gave it back to the offense, who now just picked up a nice completion. You win as a team, but give the defense credit for getting this thing going.
Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that 2nd down incompletion. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a third down and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag.
Hold it.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on third down from the 43. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. Looking for a gap. It's Hampton. Breaks the tackle.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Looking to throw on second down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Barlow. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Finds his man. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. The Tar Heels are on the move. Gets it out fast. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards.
Encroaching. Defense.
So the early contact for the defense, and they'll move it up 5 yards. Johnson looking to throw. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. Can the D deny them on second and goal? The aerial assault continues. Caught in the backfield, it's Hampton. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. If they can pay off this third and goal opportunity, man, oh man, the touchdown UNC! And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them.
Number 6. Looking back in the end zone.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point gives them a 1-point lead here in the fourth. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, a very interesting scene playing out right now in this marquee top 25 matchup. Auburn is down, but they are not out of it. Not in Jordan Hare, one of the best home field advantages in all of college football. They're trailing by 11 to Oklahoma.
Gets it out quickly.
Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Comes out throwing on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On second down, just keeps firing. Wide open downfield. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
And that right there might be the play that they look back on if they end up winning this game as the key play in the game. In a 2-minute situation trailing, you're just trying to get a completion to get the momentum going, but they come up with a huge explosive play, and that might be the one that wins the game.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. They'll give it to the back. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up second and 4. Defense was confused, and the head coach uses a timeout. Leaves it with the running back. Hard running there. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call.
Hold it. Offense.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. The give to the tailback. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Kick the field goal from here. It's a 51-yarder. Get a few on third down, and life is much better. Dropping back, it's Murphy. It's complete. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. And the Blue Devils have it with a 1st and 10. Looking for room, it's Moore. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. The give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And there's a lot of celebrating going on over there, but there is still time left on the clock.
You got to give this guy so much credit, man. It is so hard in practice to simulate the pressure that he just faced. Late in the game, seconds left on the clock, you have an opportunity to kick a field goal to put your team up late in the game, and he absolutely drilled it. What a moment for that young man.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner is stopped. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. And they only need a field goal, and they have to manage the time wisely here.
Yeah, I think you want to manage the clock, Reese. Be smart with your timeout situation. Know where to attack, Jesse, on the field right now.
Yeah, generally you want to attack with your best players. So get them in matchups that you like and get those guys the football.
Remember, all they have to do is get it close enough for a field goal here. Johnson wants to throw it. Quickly complete. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Complete to the left. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. And they spike it and get the clock stopped. A huge pressurized kick coming right now as this game hangs in the balance. This almost certainly to win the game. And he's got it from 57. What a beauty.
Man, this guy has an absolute bomb for a leg. You see the contact? It just sounded different. It sounded like an explosion coming off of his foot, puts it through the uprights. There's NFL teams watching this game. They're jotting down this dude's name right now because that is an NFL Sunday leg.
That last field goal looks like the game winner if they can keep them from getting in field goal range here right at the end. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. He's trying to get them set quickly. They have to get the ball into field goal range. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. He's going to pass on 2nd down. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Coming, lofts one high and deep. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. Just an ill-advised play by the defender to make contact with the quarterback after the throw, and it cost his team. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. He's got it. He got a foot down along that left sideline. You know what it takes to make a throw like that. After the stumble earlier this year, a lot of people wrote this team off. People might be searching for spots on the bandwagon again now.
Yeah, give this coaching staff a lot of credit too, Reese, because they made a few tweaks and adjustments schematically to their personnel as well, and they've really now seemed to find a nice rhythm.
And it's hard to find that early in the season, but the good teams figure out who they are, what they do well, and you can tell they're starting to get in a groove, figure out who does what well, and maximize that and accentuate that.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.